of all, let's see the question based on Angus Madison database. Okay, so database of Angus Madison, the famous economist. Question is based on that. Question says, according to the Angus Madison database, which of the following statements about India and China's share of GDP, global GDP, is true? So this database dates back to 1600 AD, 1000 AD, 1700 AD. Various timestamps have been provided in this particular database, and you have to decipher that which of the following statement is correct regarding those time period. So first statement says, in 1000 AD, India alone contributed 50.50% of the global GDP. Second statement, by 1600 AD, China's share of world GDP was significantly lower than India's. Then we have 1700 AD, India's share of world GDP increased compared to its share in 1600. Last one, in 1870, India and China together accounted for more than 30%. So what will be the right answer? Correct answer, India alone contributed 50.50. No, this is a wrong statement. Here instead what should be there? India and China. Okay, they combined together their data, they will contribute 50.50%. Option A will be the right answer. Yes, A will be the right answer here. Next, according to World Bank's classification of economies based on per capita income, PCI, which of the following is true? You have to select the correct statement here. First statement, a country with the per capita income of $15,000 would be classified as an upper middle income country. Second, India with a per capita income of 2393 in 2022 is characterized as low income country. The lower middle income category includes countries with per capita income between 1146 and 4515. Lastly, country with per capita income 1000 would be classified as high income country. So what will be the right answer here? We have to select the true statement. Correct statement. Quickly tell me. Here the correct answer will be second is C. Okay, yes, the lower middle income category falls under 1146 to 4515. And when we talk about India falls under this lower middle income category only, and the per capita income right now it is hovering around 2393 and $2395. Okay, so you must remember all these four limits: low income, lower middle, upper middle income, and high income. Next, the phrase Hindu rate of growth, coined by Professor Raj Krishna in 1978, refers to what? It refers to what? See, these questions are very easy, I would say. So you must complete these questions by mostly I would say within 30 seconds. More than 30 seconds if you are taking up, then you have growth. Rapid economic expansion of India post liberalization. Liberalization happened when? 1991, after 1991, but here the data is being asked, or the statement which is given by Professor Raj Krishna dates back to 1978. So first statement is anyways wrong. The high annual growth rate of Indian economy during the 1950s and 1980s. No, it was opposite. Fine. High annual growth rate we were unable to achieve between this time period. Significant increase in PCI, per capita income growth in India before the 6th 5-year plan. Last, the low annual growth rate of Indian economy, averaging around 3.5% from 1950s to 1980s. Okay, so which will be the correct answer? It is option D, the low annual growth rate. It is known as the Hindu rate of growth. Similar, on the similar line, after which 5-year plan, or you can say during which 5-year plan, India was able to break this curse of Hindu rate of growth. This question can be asked from 2 units. One is your economic planning, another one is the unit number 1. So which 5-year plan? Quickly, it is option B, yes, 6th 5-year plan. Here you can see 6th 5-year plan pertains to which time period? 1980 to 1985, and the Hindu growth rate, the term was coined by Mr. Professor Raj Krishna by 1978. So after that, in 6th 5-year plan, we were able to break that curse with the growth of 5.5%. And what other objectives were there in 6th 5-year plan? Strategy established under Garibi Hatao to combat poverty. Poverty was the target of the 6th plan. Then family planning was broadened to control the population growth. See, I want participation from everybody. All of you who are watching this session must reply. Which of the following best describes the quaternary sector of an economy? Quaternary sector. You must be very clear in your mind that quaternary sector is nothing but an extension of one sector of economy. Which is that sector? Quaternary sector. First statement, it is considered as the knowledge sector, focusing on intellectual aspects and human resources. Second says, primarily focused on the extraction and production of raw materials. Extraction and production of raw materials. This one, it is the roles and it comes under the roles and responsibility of primary sector. Okay, and we are talking about what? Quaternary sector, which is nothing but a subsector of your services or tertiary sector. Third statement, it encompasses the manufacturing and industrial activity. Again, we are talking about the secondary sector here. Last statement, it involves the direct provision of services to consumers. Definitely, you can say it talks about the services sector, but which is the best description of quaternary sector? It will be option A. Fine. So even if services sector is having a part in the quaternary sector's definition, but the best definition is the first one. It is considered as the knowledge sector, focusing on the intellectual aspects and human resources. Good. Everyone is saying A. That's good to know. Quaternary sector, what are the examples? Examples also you must know. They are teaching, research and development, and includes employees in office buildings, elementary schools, university, classrooms, hospitals, physician, office, theaters, accountancy and brokerage businesses. Fine. All those sectors which are assessing the strength of economy's human resource or intellectual aspect of the economy. So where does banking fit in? What do you think? Banking comes under the quaternary sector or not? Yes or no? Quinary is brain. Very good, Naresh. Nice. What about banking? It will fit in quaternary sector or not? Okay. Next question, which of the following agricultural revolution is correctly matched with its corresponding field or product? Now these agricultural revolutions are important, but you need not to cram all those revolutions which are provided in the book, only the important ones, okay? And not also the entire table, only the important relevant facts. Okay, yes, quaternary will subsume banking. Fine. Quinary is for the decision makers, the big decision making which is happening at the bureaucracy level, the bureaucratic controls which we talk about along with the corporate decision making. Okay, which of the following agricultural revolution is correctly matched? Silver revolution, cotton; pink revolution, egg; brown revolution, meat, tomato; gray revolution is for fertilizers. Which is the correct one? You have to answer the correct one. Quickly. Yes. Okay. See, I'm watching your comments also. So we have a good number of participants watching this session live. I want all of you to reply. Okay, option D is the right answer. And here you can see the important ones are these only. Silver revolution, eggs. Silver fiber is for cotton. What about jute? Jute is for the field where jute is covered. It is for which revolution? The revolution for jute is what? Quickly tell me whether it is golden revolution or something else for jute. What about jute? Pink revolution, pharmaceuticals, prawns, onions. Brown revolution, leather, cocoa, non-conventional energy. Again, this is very important because it covers the non-conventional energy resources. Next we have red revolution, meat, tomato, and grey revolution is for the fertilizers. Jute is for golden fiber. Excellent, excellent. Good. Okay. This question, you can say it has the potential to be asked in the exam, and what marks will be allotted? It will be of 2 marks. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the sectors of economy? Agriculture's share of the country's gross income has been declining, while the industrial and services sector share has been steadily increasing. So gross income, okay, gross income. Read between the lines, focus on the keywords. Here it is written gross income, and somewhere in the statement it might be written that the population share which is involved in the sector. So read between the lines. Next, GDP measures the value of all the total goods and services produced in a country. Next we have agriculture and allied sectors contribute approximately 17.8 of India's GVA at current price during 2019-20. Now why I am asking you the old data? Because it is given in the book. Chances are there if some examiner who is framing these questions might take up this particular data. According to the economic survey 23-24, services sector's contribution to India's GVA was 54.7%. Next one is manufacturing employs roughly 12% of labor force. What will be the right answer? What will be the right answer? Yes, golden fiber. Well done everyone. Golden fiber for jute. And what about golden revolution? Golden revolution is for honey. Fine. Quickly. It's a 2 marker, I understand, but maximum time which you can give to such questions is only 1 minute. And we are talking about the exam of IE IFS. Fine. Indian economy, Indian financial system, which is known for the lengthy paper. Okay. So the correct answer will be option D. D is the right answer. All these statements are correct. Fine. What about this question regarding the sectors of economy? So we are talking about various sectors, primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. You have to analyze all the options and give me the correct answer. First statement, let me read for you again. First statement says that the organized sector comprises of manufacturing and enterprise, business, school, hospital, and unit registered with the government. The organized sector, organized versus unorganized. I hope that everyone knows this concept. What is the difference between organized and unorganized? The basic difference. Next, the organized sector has higher unemployment than the unorganized sector. Unorganized sector or organized sector, where do we have the higher rate of unemployment? Higher rate. Informal workers are defined as those who work in unorganized firms, okay, fine, or families, including the regular workers. So when we talk about informal workers, do you think that regular workers will be included who are enjoying the social security benefits? Workers in formal sector who do not get any employment benefit, social security from their employees. So whether this statement is correct or not. Farming is one of the largest unorganized sector in Indian economy. Unorganized sector is characterized by small and scattered units which are largely not registered with the government. So what will be the right answer? Unemployment and this one. The correct answer is option A, B, C or D. Many of you are saying it is D. Then we have C, B. Okay, so the right answer will be, obviously it is option number B, because 2 and 3 are incorrect. The organized sector has low unemployment as compared to unorganized sector. And when we talk about informal workers, it does not include the regular workers who are enjoying the social security benefits. Okay, which of the following characteristics best defines or describes the sunrise sector in the Indian economy? Okay, last question was option B, right? See, keep on adding all those important facts or data points which you feel that are already not in your notes. Okay, so sunrise sector, correct option. A sector that is currently the largest contributor to India's GDP. Then sector that has reached its peak growth and now is declining. A sector that is in its early stages but shows significant potential for future growth. Last one, a sector that primarily focuses on traditional industries with minimal innovation. Option D, as soon as you see minimal innovation and we are talking about sunrise sector, just cross. Okay, just put a cross, because high innovation is one of the important characteristics of sunrise sector. First statement, a sector that is currently the largest in infancy, that is early stages. Option C is the right answer. Fine. Here you can see the examples are also provided to you. Green energy, fintech you must remember, this is the most prominent sunrise sector which we can see in our economy. Then IT sector, electronics, pharmaceutical, automobile, healthcare, infrastructure, retail sector and processing plants. All these sectors we are well versed with. Only fintech and green energy, you can say that right now we must focus on these two so that our economic growth has a big boom. Yes, option C. Good. Which among the following is not a method of deficit financing? When we talk about deficit financing is done when? When is it done? Deficit financing in an economy, it will be done when the government requires money. Simple. So which of the following is not a method of deficit financing? Can our government of India borrow directly from the private sector? Now some of you might think that private sector investment is there, right? So the deficit financing can be done from there, but not in a direct manner. The private sector is investing in the economy. The asset is being created by the private sector. But private sector is not providing the money directly to the union government. Okay. So the correct answer here is option D. Direct borrowing from private sector is not a method of deficit financing in India. D should be there, na? Yes, maximum there is D. So where is the topic of deficit financing discussed in the book? It is discussed in the economic planning chapter, and we have basically financial resources for the economic plans. Therein you have a topic of domestic budgetary sources. Then you have deficit financing, which acts as the second measure of financing the economic plans, and third one is your foreign assistance. Right, again economic planning. Let's see one more question here, because see most of the areas in module A have been covered by IIBF in the previous cycles. Economic planning is one of the chapter where there is a scope of asking some new type of questions. Everybody. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the economic planning and 5-year plans in India? Plan holiday was observed between 1966-69, the annual plans, yes. During the 8th plan, the target growth rate was 5.6, but we exceeded this target and the actual growth rate was 6.7. And you must remember this one, 8th 5-year plan, because here the growth rate has been shot up from its projection 5.6 to 6.7. A very rare phenomena, because in most of the 5-year plans we have seen that mostly we were unable to meet the target of growth rate, but in 8th 5-year plan we did. 14 banks were nationalized during 4th plan. Now here the third statement, in your book it is written 5th 5-year plan, but correct answer will be 4th 5-year plan for the bank nationalization. Fourth one, the planning commission was a statutory entity. No law was passed. So why you feel that it's a statutory entity? There was no specific emphasis on industrialization in second plan. The second plan, the target, the aim, the objective of 5-year plan, second 5-year plan starts from this word only, focus on industrialization. So 1, 2, 3 will be the right answer, option A. Yes. Good. You are giving the reasons also. That's good to know. LPG implementation, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Well done. What about this question? Again, unit number 4, very important unit. The most important unit of all. Module A is unit number 4. And the important topics are very limited. But why we are saying that it is the most important unit? Because we know that from these 2 topics, questions will be asked. Okay, so 3 marks are sorted for us. Investment in plant and machinery or equipment should not be more than 10 crore and annual turnover should not be more than 50 crore. Which of the following manufacturing enterprise is described here? We're talking about the manufacturing enterprise where your investment should not be more than 10 crore and your turnover should not be more than 50 crore. So it will be option B, that is small. Okay, we will be looking into the classification, but since this question again talks about that concept, first answer this one, then we will be jumping on to the particular concept also. We will be discussing the table because it is very important. This question, the ratio is being asked. Ratio between minimum investment in plant and machinery for small to medium. Investment ratio is being asked. So small is to medium. It will be what? We have 3 type of classification: micro, small and medium. So correct answer will be option B, that is 1:5. Okay, now let's move on to the explanation part. Micro 1 to 5, medium 50 to 250. Yes, good. Gururaj. Yes, I'll be describing. Manojan, don't worry, I'll be describing. Fine. Okay, now here is the chart or the table, whatever you want to call it. When we talk about micro, the investment in plant and machinery 1 crore. Then we have investment in plant and machinery as 10 crore for small, investment in plant and machinery not more than 50 crore for medium. So you have to remember what? 1, 10 and 50. Okay, for investment only. If you remember this, turnover ratio will be in front of you when you multiply investment by 5. Okay, 5 times you will get here turnover as 5. Here you have 5. 10 multiplied by 5 is 50. So you will be having 50, and annual turnover 250. Multiply 50 by 5 is what? 250 only. So remember this investment limits 1, 10 and 50. And this method is not devised by me. This mnemonic is not designed by me. One of our students in the live class told me that, sir, we can remember like this. So it is highly encouraging for all of you to have such mnemonics in your mind as well. Okay, so this is what IIBF will ask according to the latest updates, as IIBF has already told us that the updates till December 2024 will be asked in the exam. But what about the union budget, which was there presented on 1st of Feb? So here you have the limits in front of you. Nothing extraordinary you have to remember for the latest ratios also. Why? Because the investment side right now stands at what, 1, 10 and 50. Okay, and the revision is done by multiplying all these by 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 times the investment. And when we talk about turnover, right now it's what, 550 and 250. The revised one, which was discussed in union budget and implemented by 1st of April only, this month only, it is what, twice, 2 times. Okay, so if IIBF asks you about any ratio will remain the same. Fine. If I am asking you about this particular chart only, that tell me about the small enterprises investment divided by medium enterprises investment, what will be the ratio? The ratio will be the same, na, which we have seen. Yes, this is the change, na. Okay, the ratio will remain the same. If specifically IIBF is asking that according to the union budget, this, you have these limits. Fine. Which among the following sector is included as part of PLI? Now, PLI is very, very important. Production linked incentive scheme is very important scheme when we talk about our economy. Government of India has a large focus, a huge focus on PLI scheme. So which of the following sectors are included in PLI scheme? For which sectors the government will give you certain incentives if you are producing into these sectors, if you are having a plant and machinery specifically to produce goods from these sectors. In total, there are what, 14 PLIs, the 14 sectors under PLI scheme. White good, then white goods, food products, then we have auto components, medical device manufacturing, mobile manufacturing. Fine. Yes, option D is the right answer, all of them. Specialty steel, is it a part of the sectors where PLI scheme is applicable? Specialty steel, yes or no? Quickly, specialty steel is a part or not? Then along with specialty steel, drones and its components, are they a part of you can say the sectors, the 14 sectors which fall under the PLI scheme? Drones along with specialty steel, so yes, they are part. When we talk about PLI scheme, these are the 14 sectors which you must focus upon, and the specific focus must be on the drone and drone components, then ACC battery, highly efficient battery, highly efficient solar PV modules, then MMF sector, the man-made fiber segment of your textile products, then white goods, ACs and LEDs. Along with that, here specialty steel, a high graded steel used for various purposes. Okay, these are the most important ones, but in total we have 14. Yes, okay, good. Kavita, nice. Okay, CLCSS. The students who have attended the class are very regular. They will solve this question in 2 seconds. CLCSS, one keyword, that is what? Quickly. Which among the following is the aim of CLCSS? Providing business opportunities to women and SC/ST, creating new jobs and reduce unemployment, organizing traditional industries and artisans into clusters. If we are talking about credit linked capital subsidy scheme, capital is the keyword here, along with subsidy. Upgradation of technology. Okay, so tech up is the keyword which I was talking about. Option D is the right answer. Tech upgrade, yes. Bhagyashri is writing tech up. Yes, good. Yes, everybody, very happy Ram Navami to all of you. The priority sector lending targets. Now, this is again an important question with respect to small and marginal farmers of foreign banks with more than 40 branches in India. Now, why we are talking about more than 40 branches? Because there are different guidelines for foreign banks with less than 20 branches and more than 20 branches. Correct answer will be what? Correct answer. See, we have to pick up our speed. It will be option B, that is 10% of ANBC or COB, whichever is higher. Here. Small and marginal